Okay, welcome to Shido Update. I hope everyone is doing good. Um, let's see what we're gonna talk about. First off, let's start with some numbers. As Shido Network is actually off to an amazing start, which is getting very little attention in my opinion. We have 34 active validators securing the network, which is very impressive. It's a lot. And right now, we have about 200,000 transactions performed. So there's already a lots of activity, and we are collecting gas fees to the treasury. And these fees will be burnt. So that's how it works. So basically, when we reach millions and millions of performed transactions, it's all getting burnt. And that's the way to battle inflation and go over to become deflationary. So it's important to understand how the system works, and that, obviously validators are earning rewards, and you can earn rewards by delegating them tokens, and that's the rewards for maintaining the system, which we are battling with burning the gas fees. And that's why I also think it's very important to set all these parameters correct because some other systems, let's say Solana for instance, when there is a super low gas fee, it's not sustainably set, really. There is, you can see their supply have been increasing the past years a lot. And I'm not saying in reality you should charge the users by paying for transaction fee, but in reality you kind of have to, if you're smart. Make them all pay a little that we then can burn. That's the way to make it in a proper sustainable way, to be able to maintain a good price action in the long run. So with these things, I see that there are several ecosystems that basically fails a bit with the tokenomics in reality. And in regards to the inflation, actually we have put it quite modest, and we could put it more modest, but there is a balance here where we still have lower inflation than Cosmos, for instance, and Kava and Cosmos, for instance, had way higher before. And you could see ecosystems like Evmos that had super high before failed in reality, price down 95%. But if you put it too modest, then also you don't offer any incentive for validators and good API for yield farmers. So you gotta have this balance where you also incentivize, but you are still smart and modest and sustainable. And there you have the gas fee and contract creation fee, because for instance Ethereum, that's the main income for Ethereum Foundation, contract creation, that fee. So if you charge a little bit there and you work towards becoming deflationary, here, this is where these things are very important. But I want to assure investors that we are putting a lot of thought into this and done a lot of research on it. So that's I want to put that forward in regards to that. Anyways, as of now, 2.2 billion Shido is staked. So it's a bonded rate above 12%. And this is high in such short amount of time because users are also forced to migrate. So the migrate ratio is actually very high. And this is a very good indicator. And I hope we eventually can get the bonded rate up to 50%. And I mean, we're walking in that direction. So it's really good. And due to all this, we have this crazy 3 billion ERC20 Shido that is burnt. And that's soon 20% of the supply. And that, even though the price action is not the best at the moment, it's constantly reducing the sell pressure on the Ethereum chart. The value is above $2.5 million of that burnt amount. So it's super good. But foremost, having this huge infrastructure and chain up and working smooth like this with all the surrounding applications at this market cap is quite amazing actually. And it all puts us and new potential investors in a very good position for the future, for sure. And one must understand also that a transition like we're doing onto a system, it's always very difficult because it causes uncertainty. And but we do it and we roll out the infrastructure due to our big vision we are having and working towards. And it sets us up with basically no limit what we can achieve. And we actually keep constantly meeting and achieving our milestones. And that's a fact. And that we will continue to do. But there are several things now that's on the horizon super soon. And it's good. We closed in a partnership with Stakin, and they have built a completely new IBC relayer to Axelar. So we are about to unlock full cross-chain transfers from over 60 blockchains onto Shido network, including stablecoin. So USDC natively is about to make an entrance on Shido network, and that's a massive thing. This also actually unlocks many new routes to Shido network, as there are many other cross-chain services that's integrated to Squid and Axelar. And I'm really looking forward to blast out this announcement when the integration is complete, because it's a huge one for Shido network. This interoperability means everything. But we are a bit dependent on third party. They are the developers at Axelar, so they take their time, they have their schedule. So I hope at any minute now, actually. And we tweeted yesterday and mentioned Soio. I want to stress it a bit on this, because Soio is actually a tier 1 audit company. And releasing a full chain audit with such a company that takes months to complete, it's not a small thing. Especially not at this kind of market cap. They work, in fact, as a security partner for venture capitalists and so on that are looking to deploy money in potential DeFi protocols and so on. And so they are super good partner to have. And they are also working on Shido Decks. And the major utility launch coming now is, of course, the version 3 of Shido Decks. There is already lots of work going on the decks, as we are about to release a Dex upgrade. We're bringing APIs from 1inch for the DeFi aggregator, and a new cross-chain that shall also be compatible with Squid, meaning Shido Dex will offer also not only trading on Shido network, but also cross-chain transfers from and to Shido network. So it will be all in one. and that's huge actually. And end of next week, we will get results from Shido Deck's V3 audit, which is conducted in full by Soio. And no, Shido Deck's V3 is not a Uniswap V2 fork. I've been asked that. It's our custom decks that will be a really important cornerstone in the ecosystem. I mean, you can yourself see the results of some chains that have chained their famous DApp, become famous once it gains some traction, and such as Osmosis and Tourchain and so on. That's more or less in the beginning has been all about the DApp before they get some other activity on their chains. But it's not only the audit here, obviously, that we are waiting for. We are working on connecting the front end with the back end at the moment and so on. But the DEX is live on Shido testnet, working fully currently. And Shido DEX, it will become a well-known top DeFi platform. That's what we are doing. So that's what we are looking forward to. What else? Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, it's important to understand also that there are several projects and integrations coming to Shido Network that's awaiting the DEX launch. Launchpads, cross-chain router protocols, and also some projects that wants to launch their utility token at the same time on Shido Network. So it will spark a great deal of activity once Shido Dex is launching, for sure. And we're gonna focus a lot of pushing of marketing surrounding it. Regarding the open market and our market pairs, well, the good thing is that we are at this particular point able to redistribute, I mean, several percentage of the supply to the right hands. It's important as the ones investing now does so more in regards of the layer one and the whole big vision that's coming together. So there is always an upside, even though the price is currently a bit lower. So it's important to see those things also. I can touch on some other things also. DeFi Llama is coming now. We're about to get merged into their repository, chain listing of Shido Network, where the locked TVL is not chain staking. It's the TVL locked in protocols. So Shido Dex is having an important part for the TVL, of course. Mintscan integration is ongoing also. CoinMarketCap integration is ongoing, which I believe is almost the most important thing actually. It will be a completely new blockchain page coming up called Shido Network, Shido. We're getting a chain rank. We are getting a different type of exposure on CoinMarketCap. From investors that like infrastructure and so on, we will be seen in other categories. So that's an important one. And obviously also there will be a completely new chart tracking the native coin. DDEX is another example there, as they chained their perp DEX after being an Ethereum ERC20 token for a long time. Currently they have actually two CoinMarketCap pages, one which is called Native, which is the chain, and then one that is called Ethereum, which is their ERC20 token, because they did not do a forced migration either. They did actually similar to us. So it's possible to look at them, where obviously their native chain page is the most important one. Yeah, I get that question. In regards of the 2024 roadmap, um, we have started to update it on our official site, shido.io. Several big things are set and up already, such as Shido CDK, AI implementation, which is especially focused on Shido Scan and liquid staking and so on. We will continue to update the roadmap because I have pushed hard on the work of increasing our throughput and being able to, our EVM being able to execute transactions in parallel. And the research on it is not done yet, it's not complete yet. So we are yet to give some more firm info about it, more detailed info. And also a white paper on it and be able to push it more because it's an important development and a big development. So the roadmap will just continue to be updated. It's not a static thing. It just constantly changes. And new things will arise on it also. Yeah, also, we work in high speed. We have a game. We have a game launching on Shido Network in early June. So it's about a month away. Where you're gonna be able to play and you're gonna be able to collect Shido coins while playing it. So that's gonna be good because it's gonna execute a lot of transactions on Shido Network, increasing the volume and increasing the burn. So we have a game from Shido Gaming coming, and that's gonna launch. So that's also a thing coming up now. So there's just a lot of things. It's a crazy much going on. I wanted to do this update, and I will do another update next week. And I want to wish everyone a happy weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting and so on. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye.